can be cleared from your system nicely after 3 days. When you have it again, you'll notice the same benefit as you did the initial days you used it. 2. Go 2 months on, 1 month off. This is reasonable if you're using a small to moderate amount of caffeine daily, less than 200 milligrams a day, as in a cup or two of black coffee or tea, or a pre-workout supplement. Using more caffeine than this can lead to withdrawal symptoms for the first few days after discontinued use. 3. Go full on as needed. This is where the magical, when we first met, experience can happen with coffee and caffeine. On most days, ignore it. Live your life normally without caffeine. But when you need it, go full on into your love affair. Now when I say you need it, I'm talking about you have a performance, a big project, or something that is really important, but short in duration, so your indulgence won't be more than a couple of days. Use caffeine as a boot, not a crutch, and you'll be able to truly enjoy its benefit while still sleeping like a champion. Chapter 5. Be cool. I remember during ridiculously hot summer, my parents wouldn't turn the air conditioner up so that they could save on the utility bill. Well, I can tell you that I sweat off a lot, a pound, those summer, tossing and turning in my bed upstairs. Oh, and heat rise, by the way. Trying to sleep through the heat. I didn't sleep well then because the temperature of our bodies has a very strong influence on our ability to sleep. Something called thermal regulation heavily influences your body's sleep cycle. When it's time for your body to rest, there's an automatic drop in your core body temperature to help initiate sleep. If the temperature in your environment stays too high, then it can be a bit of a physiological challenge for your body to get into the ideal state for restful sleep. Studies have found that the ideal room temperature for sleep is really quite cool at around 60 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything too far above or below this range will likely cause some difficulty sleeping. To take this discovery even further, studies have shown that insomniac individuals with chronic sleep issues tend to have a significantly warmer core body temperature than normal right before bed. This will inherently lead to a heightened state of arousal and struggle to fall asleep while their body tries to reset its internal thermostat. So where is this internal thermostat anyway? Can it be actually changed? To find the body internal thermostat, you have to go back to our understanding of the master gland, the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus actually integrates the function of your nervous system, what sense the internal and external temperature, and your endocrine system, what secret specific hormone to either induce sleep or keep you awake. Your hypothalamus is like the coach of your cellular basketball team. If the coach is treated well, given a nice salary of nutrition, and not overstretched, chances are it can keep everyone in line, achieving the greatest result possible. Think the Zen master, Phil Jackson. He managed stress like a pro and brought the best out of his body or player. On the other hand, if the coach is underpaid, overworked, lacks support, and miscommunicate the role of the team, then the whole thing can fall apart fast. This is why the health and support for your hypothalamus is so important. Your hypothalamus is part of a very significant system in your body known as the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, or HPA axis for short. The HPA axis is critical in normal hormone function, sexual function, managing body weight, and more. The most important takeaway here is that the HPA axis is your body's number one system for managing stress. The previously mentioned study on insomnia also found that the test subject experienced greater level of anticipatory anxiety than normal test subject. The worry and stress over sleeping was higher and likely contributing to the increase in core body temperature. It's not just the environment that need to be cool, you need to be cool too, as in your mental and emotional state. Your HPA acid is dealing with the overall stress load in your life, from work to relationship to nutrition to your exercise. Your HPA acid is managing it all. You absolutely must have a strategy to manage stress. In our high-stress work world today, or you can sleep in an igloo and still not be cool enough. We'll talk about some life-changing stress management tools coming up in chapter 16. For now, let's get the environment around you optimized for the best sleep possible, so that you can have a smart, well-rounded approach to the free throw line. Switch. Keep it cool. Power tip 1. Make sure that the temperature in your bedroom stay close to the recommended 68 degrees Fahrenheit at night. For some people, this is just right, but others may have image of Jack Frost and Frosty the Snowman. Trust me, and the science, you will sleep better if you are a little cooler. Just don't overdo it. You can still have your cover and PJs, but don't overdo that either. Chances are your lover or would-be lover doesn't want to sleep next to a flannel-clad, multiple-layered lumberjack at night. Get a nice, cool environment in your room and snuggle up to sleep more soundly. Keep it cool. Power tip 2. If you have trouble falling asleep, try taking a warm bath an hour and a half to 2 hours before hitting the sack. The increase in core temperature from the bath will fall accordingly and level down a little cooler right away the time you turn in for the night. Many parents know that this is the secret sauce for having young kids fall asleep and stay asleep at night. Keep it cool. Power tip 3. Rock sock. Even though the room temperature would ideally be cooler to induce great sleep, Some people can trigger sleeplessness because their extremities are too cold. This is because blood flow is the primary method of distributing heat throughout the body. If your hands and feet are too cold, it could be a sign of poor circulation. The solution: wear a pair of warm socks to bathe if you need to. Some people are naturally more warm-bodied and prefer to be barefoot, so test it out and see what works best for you. Chapter 6: Get to bed at right time. You can literally get amplified benefit of sleep by sleeping at the right hours. Dr. Coleridge Choudhury say timing your sleep is like timing an investment in the stock market. It doesn't matter how much you invest, it matters when you invest. It's been shown that human beings get the most beneficial hormonal secretion and recovery by sleeping during the hour of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. This is what I call money time. You get the most rejuvenating effect during this period, and any sleep that you get in addition